Hello everyone, this is the ReDOTcast episode 2 and I'm your slightly more sexual host Ozan, and today we are joined by our special guest Gibberish aka Lambo. Silent applause. We're also joined by BB.
Hello.
We also have Gibberish here.
Hello.
And Smart.
Hello.
Well, how are you guys feeling today?
Alright, I guess.
I'm happy.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Ran out of orange soda. I'm pissed.
Sounds good. All right. So, to get things started, what do you think of the new feature, the login rewards?
It's a nice add-on, I agree, because the rewards are really nice, and l00t also had it, so implementing back already is pretty good.
Yeah, I think the rewards are small, but since it's steady and it's daily, I think it just gives players a reason not to let their accounts rot and die, and keep hoarding those TIFs.
I do have a question about it though, and it's what are exactly like the fighters limited to? Like, is it only from the Voxite pool, or is it every possible like we have a chance to get as a rare? That is something I wanted to know.
That's actually a really good question.
Hey, the Lambo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lambo.
It'll take him a second. And before he's just
Stay patient. Technical issues. Okay, on to the next one. Smart, what do you think of the login rewards?
No, I need to know.
I like the way they're implemented more now than they were in old dot, to be honest.
That's a fair point, yeah. I think it's also a nice change that they're based on the date instead of how many times you've logged in.
Oh yeah, that's
Because you can actually miss a reward. Like, you might just want to log in for, I don't know, the bitters, Nux and glue, and maybe, you know, maybe you want to dip on something else, like fodders or something if you don't need them. Despite the fact that Cersers are actually really nice to have.
I mean, it's pretty forgiving if you end up missing a day.
Yeah.
Like, that's the better part of it.
Though I did miss like 2 of the beginning 7 days or some shit.
Oh, that's
That's actually
unlucky.
a good
That was very unfortunate, yeah.
Speaking of the first 7 days, you know, what are you guys' thoughts? What the alpha crystals are gonna be?
A scam.
either gonna be
Just a big joke.
item, or it's gonna be just a new build. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Well, they are
I don't
purple.
think it's
They are purple, which kind of indicates something in the direction of legendary, but I wouldn't say that it's gonna be a build for a guaranteed legendary, because that would be kind of dumb.
I was thinking more along the lines like if it was going to be a build for a guaranteed legendary, that maybe instead of just like, you know, you use one to summon with the chance, it's more of like you need to get a certain number and then get access to the build, and then you can get like one. If that makes sense.
That would be interesting,
a pretty big
actually.
number.
Would be a different approach. But then again, like, how do we even get alpha crystals if they're implemented into the main game by obtaining them or farming them? Would be an interesting question.
I would probably say they're going to be left to log in. It would just be like Cotton running around farming as many alpha crystals as he humanly could.
Yeah, I
I
think.
mean, if there was going to be a way to farm it in game, I'd assume it'd be kind of like random encounters, like with gear and other such things that have happened.
like
So you have a
rare-
chance to
like
get
a
like
rare
one or
monster
something.
encounter that might drop it, or something like that. I'm guessing it might be from just the chest, the daily rewards only. Because there's another one on the start of another month, I think.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, seems fair. Another thing I have noted down here. Have you guys slightly noticed that, I don't know, Atan is kind of broken or something? Anything along those lines, you know?
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty good. Like,
pretty good. Yeah.
Only like level 40 right now in my band, and he's still able to clear the epilogue missions pretty well.
Well, epilogue missions aren't really the scale here, because what I also kind of wanted to address is if you have a maxed attack like level 100, he has like 4400 attack, and for some reason, I don't know why, Lambo, I'm adding you here. For some reason, Twin Sawtooth, if maxed, gives 1500 attack, so you can get attack to like 5900 attack, get a line of 3, and they all just hit everyone. 5900 attack, and we don't even have access to super fusion yet.
Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, but that also boils down to another question: is are we really going to have like to see more balance changes that are much more in depth than like just re-releasing them at their original values? You know?
Some balance might be like the community might want to like do like a what's it called, like a poll, like want to nerf a fighter, like nerf what it's their stats and like how much.
And Zuna. Sorry.
If the community wants it to be nerfed, they can like see something on the forums or on Discord, like have amount of players sign it, say they want it nerfed or some shit, and have the devs deal with it or the mods.
Yeah. Also, speaking of balance changes, technically there has already been a lot of numeric value changes. For example, Pure Trepong has like 400 more wisdom than he did originally. Like originally he had like 5900, and right now he has like 6000, just under 6300 in our game.
Oh, alright. So there are some changes. That's okay.
Just as an example, I'm pretty sure there's more.
Yeah, like the time they were like, yeah, TOD has 8,000 wisdom.
Alright, that
Defense.
wasn't
It wasn't wisdom. It was defense.
Yeah,
It was
okay,
literally
defense.
able to tank anything.
Yeah, I had like 2 of them, and before Lambo fixed it, I was wanting to get a third one, but then Lambo fixed it. I'm like, thank God I get my third one.
Oh man, broken
Like,
burnouts.
so, like,
It's kind of
extremely
funny.
broken shit before they go like get fixed.
It's
Like,
actually kind of funny how broken things actually made the fighters playable. Like they weren't even that broken to begin with. They were just played.
yeah.
Like burnout. He wasn't even that broken. It's not a fucking preempt all. It's just fucking sting all. Like that's not even that
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah. But thankfully, I sold them before he got fixed. So yeah, I got maximum value for that.
Hell yeah, let's go.
How much does the price drop?
It dropped from like 240, I think, to like 5 per. So people tried to sell them for 25 as a 5.5, and nobody bought them because they're literally just agility super fusion fodder at this point. Like who wants to use a fucking agility preset 2 CD sting all?
Yeah, exactly. Like now that he's nerfed, it's like why would I use him when N10 exists?
Yeah, exactly. And even N10 isn't even that good to begin with. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I generally think that having Burnham as a 0 cooldown sting all fighter would have been a good addition to the game, because from a balance standpoint, because he had that certain niche. He was fast but didn't have priority.
Yeah. It was like super useful for certain like dungeons and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, but he wasn't broken
Yeah.
because he could be one shot with any kind of priority fighter.
Yeah.
On that topic, another thing I kind of noticed lately is, despite the fact that events are steadily progressing and we're getting a higher ceiling of fighters, like, I don't know, addition of Azuna, you know, Hermes and Dio Scuri, most of the fighters that we get are complete utter trash. You know, I mean, have you seen that Warlock that has like 1 cooldown thwart? Why would we ever use that? That's not even a super fusion fodder thing. It's just there. Why does it exist? Why do we get this? Why do we, you know, get fucking, I don't know, Hunter Victor who has Smite, and that doesn't get changed at all before release, but we get, I don't know, Hermes and Dio as like top fighters everyone wants, but there's like no low to middle class fighters that that are desirable. Besides Tishpak and Atan, of course, but those are just, you know, another kind of desired fighter.
It looks like god tier. It looks like, yeah, right now, like there's no actual middle tier fighters in the game, but people just want the best of the best, and let's leave the trash that no one wants.
Yeah, exactly, and the supply for the high tiers is also really bad because, you know, events only happen once.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people could technically grind on the server for more event site and then hope to get, I don't know, more proper drops or something, but that's really inconsistent and doesn't really fuel the market.
Yeah, I feel like part of the issue comes from, like, we have this, you know, like, we have, like you said, top tier like fighters versus like low tier stuff, and I think the reason for it is because mainly it seems like it's just a matter of trying to get out all the low tier fighters as early as possible instead of it waiting and, like, you know, having some kind of addition here and there, with like top tiers just being the value that people want to get, you know. So
yeah,
they have something to work towards. It's just
So yeah, also another thing, like, you just have to imagine, despite the fact we had 4 events until now, some of the most early fighters we've gotten are still one of the most high tier considered fighters we've ever gotten from those 4 events. Like, do you guys see people use Ascoraya? That was from the second event. No one uses that, but most fighters we got from the Halloween event are still used. But most, like, 90% of the fighters we got from the last 2 events aren't used at all, especially from Lunar Raid.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, does anyone use the dragons? Anyone?
I used it as just extra space because I end up trading so much stuff. I'm just like, fuck, man, I need something.
Yeah, free space. That's the purpose of them, really, because they don't. There are no stat stakes. They don't fill any niche. Their skills suck. You know, it just kind of feels like I don't want this. Why would I want this? This is fodder. This is literally fodder. just fucking fuse it all away as an uncommon into your I don't know, Jikos you got from like ages ago, and then just insta one shot everything until you hit like the last few dungeons, and then you just pray your single target guru line does everything correctly.
Yeah.
Speaking of single target gurus, Esepeka, Tefila, and Putrapong. 3 Halloween fighters, the top 3 single target gurus. Okay, tell me where the issue is with that. They're all 3 from the same event. They're all 3 from the same event.
It's like too much power creep is released at once, so it's like,
it's not even that it's released. It's been there and it's still not beaten. Like, the power creep, like, my band has kept its a steady level. Like, with gear, it has risen up a little, but in terms of like single target gurus, it hasn't changed at all since 4 events. Not a single bit.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Tiff
a lot of the best ones were released then. It was like, I mean, like did Connie come out with that event as well?
No, that was that was the winter event one. It was a leaderboard prize for the top cut. Essentially cotton.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Yeah, I was just curious about that.
Oh yeah.
We joke about Cotton being the top, but I believe DJ actually did rank first in one of the events.
Really?
Yeah.
DJ in 2018 on Mega Lul. Also, speaking of Cotton and DJ, you know what I've noticed about events? Like one big issue that isn't really design related, but only with how infrequent they are. No offense, Lambo, please don't bean me. I think in these long intervals between the events, people just have enough time to stockpile and sell their fighters again, so they can just stockpile a bunch of resources again before the event starts. So you can always just compete at your fullest and just go hard at every event you see. So people at the top stay at the top because they don't get any kind of penalty for, you know, going all out on an event. Like like in the old dot, you would be like, okay, I know raid is coming, so I'm gonna keep my nux for raid and then use my bitters for dungeons.
I would be like,
and then maybe skip out on siege, and then maybe, you know, skip out on the next one too, and then maybe go a little bit for silver on
you would
the next raid.
Burn out of your resources quickly.
You know,
it was like, oh.
Sometimes you just save up on your resources instead of just burning them through all the time. And here's it's just you just keep farming x24 and then just, you know, keep grinding your fodder and whatever.
That's the problem. The problem is we got a really good like farming stage for it.
And the thing is, it's not
Text
even
doesn't really have that. You know,
as a
like
farming
original.
stage, it's not even that optimal because, you know, we always have to use that one age leaf to actually you know, keep going all the time because we don't get the exact amount of XP to get to go for perma farming. But it's too good to be bad, but it's too bad to be perfect, you know. It's just kind of annoying that we always have to use that extra one age leaf to, you know, just do that one battle to get the level up to keep going.
Yeah. But I mean, the game's still early, you know. This
we are in
is all
beta.
a test phase.
Yeah, we are in beta. But, you know, the game needs feedback like this, like things to, you know, keep improving it.
Yeah.
Lambo, we all love you, by the way.
Trying to save your ass.
Please don't bean me. I love you.
Still an alpha. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's in the fucking in the name, actually.
Yeah. Beta, alpha, all the same. Wait, iOS is actually coming? I thought that's a myth.
I thought it was a joke.
iOS is coming. It's just that none of the devs actually have access to iOS device, so they can't like figure out how to.
You wanted to say iOS sucks. Let me fix that for you.
Like, but I don't think that's the case here. I mean, trust me, I hate iOS, but I'm not one to say that it sucks.
iOS sucks. I'll say it for you then.
Well, I mean, what is it good for? It's just, hey, I'm Apple. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I like Android mainly because it's just like it has much more connectivity to a lot of things.
And you're actually having a device. You're not forced to do whatever, you know, Apple wants you to do with your device. Like it's not
like,
exactly
if I buy an
yours.
Apple product, the only way to use it is to use Apple products. Like you can't use it with just anything universally. You got to use it with a specific thing. Like, for example, I could use my phone with like, you know, like my computer or something and be like, fine, yeah, easy. You can work with any computer. No, but Apple phone, I gotta use an Apple computer.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay.
Don't forget, kids, iOS is bad. And if you like iOS, you're bad.
Yeah. Right.
You're just a hipster who wants to be cool and you have extra money.
Oofers. Oh, man.
Everyone dislikes the fucking video. No one loves it anyway. It's like, no. You messed with my Apple. How dare you?
My app, dude.
Well, one thing I kind of wanted to ask as well, though, which is more directed at Lambo, actually. How much effort is it actually to make like a full-fledged event as we have now, like Sundance or the Lunar Raid as an example, with its own event site pool, with its own dungeons, which reach from 1 to 4 stars. I think it was 4 stars in both events. Like just how much effort is it in total? Please be patient.
You'll be fine.
Apparently emoting in the chat.
Technical issues. Please stand by.
Boy, that's the answer. Yep. So it takes a good chunk of time. Yep.
Yeah, it takes so long that he actually can't even put into words how long it takes. That's the answer we're gonna go with, unless he actually talks or writes it in chat.
The only way I can do it is if you donate $1 to me. That helps speed it up by 1 second. Every dollar is an extra second.
Well, according to Lambo, it's repetitive, but I would could you elaborate on that? What part is repetitive about it? Do you have to code every stage manually in terms of what enemies are going to appear in it and what level they have? Is coding the pools repetitive? Is it the backgrounds? Is it the fucking, I don't know, the lore behind it? Is it the text boxes? Is it the just going through the entire wiki and trying to look for fighters you could... Okay, everything apparently. Guys, we got it.
Well, I mean, from one dungeon event to the next, it's not like too much changes, right? Because it's the same type of event.
Yeah, it's the same type,
it's just like a lot of copying and pasting for like basic mechanics and then adding stuff for new fighters.
Yeah, exactly. For example, Hermes had the random skill, for example. I'm pretty sure you had to code that manually, right? Before implementing him. Is that right?
Yeah, that's a brand new skill, basically.
Oh, I see. So you had to manually record it, code it. Well...
What the double skill? How does that work?
Ooh, yeah. I want to see my tac with the erode all. Coming in hot. Also, it's spooky time soon. Are we gonna get a rerun of the Halloween event, or are we gonna get a new one? Thinking emoji.
Oh yeah.
Shit, it's already been a year.
Yeah, it's almost. We already had
Halloween to release a Thanksgiving event, so we can get the turkey fucker in here.
The turkey fucker.
You know that one turkey guy.
Oh yeah, everyone thought it might be a better Inzuna, but then get 1 CD at 5 out of 5.
Oh yeah, one thing before we drift off too far from the topic. Question. Lambo, do you actually do all this by yourself? Do you actually do this all by yourself? Does nobody help you at all? Or is it just like they sometimes help you and give you inspiration or motivation or something like that?
How about Ova? Just
I can imagine Lambo literally raging and crying inside right now because of his Vietnam flashbacks and having to do everything alone. Oh, that's cool. At least you have someone. And you know what, Lambo?
Yeah.
Deep inside our hearts, we're also always gonna be with you to help you with the events because we want more events. Lambo, please give us the events.
Well, alright, I got an important question. When's Nebu? When can I get my main boy?
Oh
in
damn! You can't just shoot bullets like that.
I just did. When is it? I need to know. This is my main man. I'm willing to give up all my fighters for this guy.
just like, I don't know, login reward 2 Nebu, just like that, out of the blue, nowhere. Just like that, just a Nebu for free. Doesn't even matter.
Oh man. Also, other part.
Wait, Lambo agreed, guys. We can call Lambo out on this. Lambo said okay to it.
All right, hell yeah, man. Woo!
The free Nebus, guys, we got him.
Hell yeah. Oh man. But yeah, so when am I gonna get added to the game? Huh?
You know,
I
you know
remember
the more
talking about
important
this
question,
forever
like,
ago.
you know, Nebu is fine and all, but when's Dread, guys? When's Dread?
Boy, I'm not ready for Dread.
I mean, we're already at 3-3, okay?
Yes.
Like, if you're gonna go from Azuna to Hermes and Dio, why can't we go from Hermes and Dio to Dread? Tell me.
Why can't we go straight to the Leprechaun boy? What the hell?
You mean,
Let's just go all the way, Scorpio. Let's go.
Scorpio? Let's go, guys.
Give me, what's his face? Phil's? The
Filzarin?
squirrel.
Oh,
Yeah,
Phil's
Filzarin. That's
Yeah.
the
Give me the
O2
squirrel with the fodder.
there.
Fucking fodder rush.
Oof.
That's
Nah,
all I
we
want.
need to get like a bunch of dreads and then have all of them super fused into one dread. With,
No.
like,
You don't understand. You have to get 3 Jerakan stars and fuse them into a Dread.
No, we gotta go extra. We gotta go extra. We need.
The sad
dreads
thing is,
fused into dread.
Jib has the most success when pulling it off, probably because he already has so many of the Jerakan stars.
I have no Gyron stars.
Wait, you sold them?
No, I never got any Gyron star man.
No, there's Zephix, right?
I-
Zephix is the Jerakan
Oh
guy.
right. I'm sorry. I just swapped you two up. Oof. Gotta ask Zephix about that one then.
Oh man. Oh yeah, you know what? We keep bringing it up, but when is Super Fusion gonna be added?
You know, fun fact, I actually thought when Lambo teased us with the new feature coming up, I genuinely thought it was gonna be super fusing. And besides, did you guys notice that over time people started to just start hoarding super fuse fodder? Like, people are explicitly looking for super fuse shit, like Baldwin's, Istar Cess, and things like that, just because they want to hoard, I don't know, wisdom fodder and attack fodder already. It's really ridiculous. And speaking of attack fodder, we have a lot of good whiz fodder, but we have no good attack fodder besides event things. Like, we have Baldwin from the Voxhigh pool, which is like one of the most insane fodders, which is still really cheap. But like, what do we have for attack? I mean, we could use Montel Pre, but like, he's an event fighter. Also an event fighter, Hunter Victor.
This is probably like gone already.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean, I
all
had,
gone.
like,
People
one or
are
two,
hoarding
but-
them. Cotton.
Whatever.
DJ. Am I lying? Am I lying?
You know what? No, you're not wrong. Oh man.
Yeah, but on the topic of new features, how long does it usually take you, Lambo, to make a new feature? Like, where do you even start? Do you just start with the idea and just, you know, just like, how do I even do this? I have no clue, and just, you know, smash your head on the keyboard until it works, or?
He takes off his hand and then he lets them dance on the keyboard until they're done making it.
Oh,
He's
visuals
like, "Oh,
first, huh?
did it."
Oh, actually, how hard is it to do the visuals in the first place? Because most of it feels like it's ripped from the main game, but some of it doesn't. For example, I know you've manually coded all the hitboxes for the touchscreens. Wait, really? It's probably worse than the actual coding?
I mean, technically, I could
Guys,
see that,
give
yeah.
Lambo your visual presets. Guys, we gotta help Lambo.
Man. Well, talking about the visual stuff, you remember like any of the event comics? Like when they like in the game, they would have like those little comics or whatever when they were loading up the next
Wait,
event.
what animations? We don't have any animations in the game. Like, when you press buttons, they don't even do anything. Oh wait, never mind. We have
Where's my
on the
slide
back arrow,
animations?
on the back arrow, I think we have the push animation, and I think on the home button we have the same too.
I mean, still trying to slide a character model from one area to the next is still kind of an animation.
All right, build build animation, huh? You know, if you spam it, you're just gonna get a bunch of errors.
I mean, that does have an animation to an extent too, yeah.
Quality animation. Yeah, enemy encounters are a valid point. And the chests appearing, I guess. I think that was probably the most tedious part about it.
Yeah.
Like just the chest popping out of nowhere.
I remember when chests would just cause the game to crash.
Oh man, the good old alpha beta times. The beta of the alpha. with the old
Alpha.
server, I mean, where everything went to shit as soon as
my
people started
God,
to play.
dude.
Those were
I
the
remember.
OG times, man.
The first day, everyone, like, half of the people were like, the game doesn't work, it's too laggy. The other half were like, where's my code? The bot didn't give it to me.
So accurate. I can't get into the game. The other half like, man, this game doesn't work.
It was so great.
Oh man, the flashbacks. Actually, the game has come a long way ever since, and I'm glad that everyone has been sticking around for so long.
Yeah. Man. I mean, it's a great game. You know?
It is, and you know who else is great? Lambo is for giving us all this. So thank you, Lambo.
Yeah.
You're great.
Going out of his way to do all this stuff. It is pretty time consuming. Especially someone you're in college, right, Lambo? So it's like, yeah, like you already have other things to do that are time consuming as well. So it's just like, ugh. Lambo's 100% blushing. Well, as
Lambo's
Lambo's
blush
alt
game is
account,
on
I
point.
can tell you this is accurate. Oh man.
Lambo's blush game is on point, I tell you.
Oh, man.
I bet he's literally Uvu in real life.
What if he doesn't exist? What if he's been just like an AI programmed by Dina to see if there's people who actually want to
Actually,
play
it's
Texas?
pronounced DNA.
Is it really?
Is it? It
Yeah.
is. They said it in the Q&A once.
Are you serious?
Ah, well, whatever. You know what? Fuck
And yes,
them. They don't
that-
deserve
it's-
to have
their
their name
name-
pronounced right.
Also, their name is literally a pun because, you know, DNA.
Yeah. But fuck them. They're not allowed to have their name properly said. So Dina.
Yeah.
Uh.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
this
makes
is-
sense
what-
still, kinda, you know. I did that too when
Yeah.
I was playing OG Dot, so there is no shame in that. I think.
yeah. No, but the Lambo. What if Lambo's just a bot from DNA? Just like, no, we want to see if people actually want to play this game still before we relaunch it.
Defender of
Dot
Texel 2
to-
announced. Get it now. More paid builds.
More paid builds, more power creep.
More Scorpios.
Only on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I'd buy that. Okay. I'd be
If I
in
can play it on
that.
anything but my phone, that'd be great. Phone.
Yeah, I mean it's a when Nintendo first launched the like third-party developers like the list, they were on that list, and I was like, what the fuck are they gonna make?
Yeah, I know. The thing is, they had a third-party deal with Super Mario Run, I think, and they made that, and it kind of worked. I guess it sold quite well for a mobile app that costs $10. But other than that,
it cost $10.
yeah, it like the game was free to download, but there was an in-app purchase to unlock the full version, which was $10.
For
Oh
which
yeah, I
app?
recall that. Yeah, I only played it for like a little bit. I was like, it's alright.
Yeah, it's
For what
alright.
app?
But anyway, since Super Mario Run, there hasn't been a single thing from the deal between DNA and Nintendo, so I guess DNA is just dead at this point.
Dead and
Well, they probably have some weird game in Japan that sells really fucking well.
I don't
So they
think
make
so.
games.
At least I don't know of any. Because I mean, they canceled all the other gacha games over here from Blood Brothers 1 to 2. The other things, I don't know, Fantastica, what they're all called. They canceled Defender of Texel, rest in peace. They basically canceled everything. Like, you could probably just go and search the Play Store for like, an app of theirs, and you wouldn't find anything, I think.
Yeah. But I think, like, Japan specifically, yeah. Maybe they have something.
Maybe,
They
but
are-
I'm not sure. At least I wouldn't have gotten the news of it.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, DNA is more closer to, like, being fucking EA, if anything, because they don't really make the games themselves. They get, like, developers to do it, and they're the publisher.
Wait, DNA is the publisher?
Like, hence why... Yeah, that's why we had, like, in reality, the creators of Texel were actually Mobage.
Oh right, I remember that. Oh my god, oh my god, Mobage. Oh my god, I remember like signing in for that and getting those 10 free coins, man. That was lit.
using the Mobage messaging shit to try and trade with people.
Oh god, that was so awful. I loved it.
Man.
I actually met someone that I talked to on the Mobage messaging app in the Discord like a few months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fast.
He's the you remember the guy with the frog picture?
Uh,
Yeah,
Not off
like
the top of
those.
my head.
They were like those old what's the word I'm looking for? The older artwork for those frogs.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Anyway, what you're talking about? I'll try and find the picture.
Yeah. I mean, I remember Lambo from the in-game like forum. Oh man.
It was these. Not that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be Mobile K. Yeah, you're right. Because it's Japanese. Oh! Speaking of gay.
Oh, all right. Let's get if you're getting onto the gay right now. All right, then Osage.
Thanks.
Man.
Please don't ban me. Please, 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 please.
Careful, you'll get in trouble with hate
Banned.
speech laws.
Oh my god, I just got
The
scared. Like
European
I just got
Union
DM'd while
Podcast.
while this happened. Like I just got a DM and it just scared the shit out of me.
You.
As the government just like, we heard what you said.
The FBI just DM'd me. We were rewatching your bag, bro. We got Lambo.
Oh, man.
Also, Lambo, I see you with that text to speech, dude. The chat's gonna call you out on it later. Screw you, kid.
Oh, you want proof right now? As you trying to accuse me, Lambo? I have proof that was you.
Well,
Actual
It was Jim that
podcast
pointed it
beef,
out.
guys.
Well then.
Lambo, I know Texas Speed doesn't appear on it.
Oh man.
Man, Lambo's just trolling, not even talking. Jesus Christ, Lambo, get a life or a voice, maybe both.
No, don't get a life so you can work on Texel more.
That's true. Get a voice.
Steal the voice from somebody. I don't know. Cotton has a good one. Take it from him.
Oh really? Does he?
Yeah.
Might just invite him for next episode then.
Invite the
Cotton's actually done voice work, but he won't tell me what. like, I want to know. But he's like, hey, I'm not gonna say anything. I just did it. That's all. Oh man.
All right. Does anyone have anything else to talk about?
No, off the top of my head.
Oh, Lambo has an idea. Sure, go ahead. Ask us.
Favorite
Ask
level
the
on
audience.
character, guaranteed.
Why do people bully me for not talking? Well, Lambo, let's get this straight first. All right. So first of all, you're Lambo. Second of all, you're gay. Third of all, I'm thinking of a third reason that doesn't just mirror the
Gibber is
first one.
hasait otsan usuk.
Hey, I don't suck. What the hell? You can't just use text to speech to roast me like that.
Gibber is hasait
I
justit.
mean,
Come
all
on, man.
honesty,
You're just
it's just a
ruining
matter
everything
of-
now. Come on.
all right. Legitimate reason. It's because you went through all this hassle to say I got this mic. Oh, I'm gonna do this. You kept us
Yeah,
waiting.
exactly. You kept promising us,
nothing.
yeah, I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna get my microphone, and you're not saying a single thing. The only thing we've heard from you was you tapping your microphone to check if you can actually say something, if you wanted to.
Usagi sait
And
prelude
before
for
it's because
everyone who
Lambo's a girl and doesn't
DMSMA in
want to get
Discord.
like some weird.
Okay,
treatment
guys.
from people.
Okay, guys. Let's everyone DM Lambo. You've heard it from the text to speech. DM Lambo for free loot. Everyone DM Lambo for free loot. All right then. Well, I would say this ends episode 2 of the ReDOTcast here. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and have a great day.
Yeah.
Everyone say goodbye, please.
Pog champ.
Goodbye. Watch my streams. Yeah.
Link in the description. Fucking hell, Lambo, you're gay.